When I first saw the 3Doodler, of all the uses that went racing through my head, one of the ones I was most excited about was stop motion animation. Two types of animation in particular. Puppet animation, where you take a single figure that's posable and you move it and take a picture and move it and take a picture, and when you play all the pictures back together, you've got your puppet moving on its own. The other kind is replacement animation, where you make several of one figure all in slightly different poses, and you take a picture of one, then swap it out with the next one, and take a picture of that, with each figure until you can play it back and have your animation.
When creating a stop-motion puppet with the 3Doodler, it's important to make sure that the joints are nice and snug so that they'll hold the pose until you want to move it again. Using a tripod is always a great idea for stop motion because it's important that you keep your camera completely stationary. There are a number of great stop motion apps available for free for your smartphone. This animation took over 80 pictures to create just the wave and the bow. Here it's repeated 3 times. For the replacement animation, I did a 12-step walk cycle. This means that I created 12 individual figures, all in slightly different poses, to give 2 full steps that could then be looped. Doing an image search for walk cycle will produce tons of great reference images to come up with your own unique walk cycle. The more poses you have, the smoother your animation will be. Using a bit of sticky tack is the perfect thing to hold your character in place. Just a little bit on the bottoms of the feet is just right to hold them in place until you need to move them again.
Well, that was just a quick overview of some of the ways the 3Doodler can be used to make stop motion animation. Be sure to check out the 3doodler.com/community for instructions on how to make the joints for a stop motion puppet, as well as a stencil for a 12-step walk cycle.